Hey, hey, hey. Hopefully this is working. I'm just got some problems with stream settings at the moment. I'm just trying to work things out. Obviously at the moment no one is is joined the stream. So there we go. Let's say is it doing okay. Stream is healthy. Okay. I think that's come right now. Good. Cool. Okay, I'm just going to kick off my second stream, and I'm going to play some Kerbal Space Program. So I am just going to get into it. Uh, yes, I think with that, I'll do that. Alrighty, okay, I think that's all right. Um, so yeah, I'm just going to kick off a brand new career mode in Kerbal Space Program. So I'm running the latest version, which is 1.12, and just with a very, very brand spanking new career mode started. And I think the very first thing I'll do is go and check out the contracts. Now I can only choose two, so I'll certainly take that one and gather scientific data from Kerbal. Sounds like two good ones to start off with. And yeah, I had it like in my first stream yesterday. I had a slight hiccup where I ended up not having any sound working for about the first 15 minutes, which was that was unfortunate, but you know, that's how you go. So, right, one thing I'm going to do is just have a look. Okay, so I've got a few mods installed here. One of them being Kerbal Engineering Redux, and a few other bits and pieces as well, which you may notice along the way. Right, I think I might just go something very, very straightforward. I don't think you can really get a lot more complicated than that. Not only can you not get more complicated, but you can't really do anything else. So, right, I think I've got to do a few tweaks here. So, I am running in 1080p, I think, or I was at least yesterday when I was setting things up. So I've kind of noticed that KSP can sometimes muck around with the settings, and it's almost like when you go from one scene to the next, it changes the resolution without you realizing it. So I think that looks about good to me. So I've got about 8 seconds worth of burn. I've got a couple of science bits on there. And, oh, actually, oh no, I don't need that. That'll just cost more and take more weight. And this has got if I'm right, it's got a reaction wheel which is massively overpowered, so that should keep the my very little rocket pretty well stable. So rocket, just go 01. Now I like using numbering like that because it helps keep things ordered if I save things. So I'll just go save things and launch. Yeah, I mean, by having 01, it means it as in the save list it'll sort them in order, so makes things nice and easy when you're trying to track stuff down later on. And now that's interesting. It almost looks like one of the newish fireworks launches. Or maybe, no, maybe it's something else. Anyway, right, SAS on, throttle up, and launch. Now, what I will do is go and observe the mystery go, save that. How high are we going to get to? Probably not 10. Oh, yeah, 10 kilometers. We have reached 10 kilometers high. Should we get to 12? Oh, yep, we made 12 kilometers. Going good, though we obviously slowing down a little bit. Let's go start plummeting back to Kerbal. So yeah, also you might notice I've got some visual enhancements on, scatterer, waterfall, and yeah, those are the key ones. Actually, one thing I realised I really could do with is the science. There's an X science now or something or other like that. I forget the name of it now, but it's a really handy mod for just being able to see what science experiments you have going at the time and sort of click them rather than having to click on the body of the craft itself. Yes, that's good. We ought to survive that landing. Right in the middle of the taxiway. Cool. Right, now while I'm here, let's go ding, observe mystery go, since we can do it from the crawler way. That's the word I was looking for. Now can I EVA? EVA report. It's good. Get in. Recover vessel. Well, successful first mission, I think. Got a reasonable amount of science out of that. 27 we got. Parts. Got 2,700 odd. And Jeb got a bit of XP. That's all good. So we satisfied all of those contracts. Right. Orbit, I don't want to do for a while because that that's something I want to get onto, because that way I'll get, like, that's just a ballistic profile, so relatively easy to do, but I'll probably want to sort out probably some fuel tanks and engines first. I can do the decoupler. Yes, I can test, that's nice and easy. Not really going to worry about doing any of these observational reports, because it's the kind of, like, they take an awful lot of time. Kind of wary about doing some of these testing ones too, because accept that, and the trouble with these test ones is sometimes it's really tricky to get to meet these conditions, and I'm not really interested in that. However, that one is quite easy, so I'll do that. I'll just go here. Okay, basic rocketry. That's a good one to grab. General rocketry. Stability. Be good to get soon. But right now, I'll definitely go for that one. Okay. So, go back here. Right. Successful first mission. Thank you, rocket number 1. Your service has been well recognized. Okie dokie. Now, one of the problems I've got, so one of the limits I've got is obviously I can only get to 30 parts without doing some facility upgrades, and while that sort of, while based on especially rocket number 1, 30 parts seems really exorbitant at the moment, it's a case of yeah, it's something you, as you build even moderately complex rockets, that gets taken up real easy. Right, so I want to do these 2 tests, and I think I can do them both simultaneously by being a little bit tricky. So I need to do the hammer. Actually, just to double check. Right, what I might do. So the idea of my thinking is that the weight of the SRB, the hammer, is going to be too much for the parachute to handle coming down. So I've got the decoupler in there to kick it off once we're at the top of the after the SRB has done its dash, but that's not going to satisfy the testing the decoupler landed at Kerbal. So the other trick I can do is effectively do that. So the point being, I can effectively almost launch it as is and do the kick off the decoupler there via the rocket at the top, kick off the SRB, and then come back down for the parachute. Right, I think that's a pretty good mission profile. So I also want to add a couple of these because I might be able to get a few more locations out of that. And I think at this stage that's going to be the one. Now what I might just do is switch over to Val just to make sure she's got a bit of gets a bit of XP out of this. So got about almost 1800 delta V, 23-second burn. I wonder, it's possible that that might actually get me out of the orbit of the Earth, or out of the atmosphere. Kind of like to see how it goes, I guess. Might try um, making a turn earlier into the thing so we don't get out of the atmosphere. Really do just want to have a ballistic profile here within the atmosphere. I mean, okie dokie. Oh, yeah. Right. SAS on, power up, and let's fire the first. Hit the contract. Brilliant. And now for the SRV, and that hits the two contracts I had, so that's good. It hasn't really done anything. I haven't got into a new area for that, but now I am, so I'll do that one. Now I'm going to be splashing down in this case, which is kind of cool because I'll end up being in a different biome, and means I can run the mystery goo experiment and get myself even more science points. Just move my profile, my webcam shot above the Kerbals, you know. They are the star of the show after all, so need to keep them in shot. Val, how you doing? So we can't do an EVA at the moment because we haven't unlocked that in the Space Center. Ah, we have made it into space. So you know what? I might as well grab this. I wonder, I'm going to try something a little bit dodgy, which is switching back to the Space Center, see whether I could grab that contract. Last. No, that contract's gone. Ah, that's unfortunate. Now, got it. Cool. And fly. Okay, well that's good to know, and at least I can do that. Now I forgot to do a crew report earlier, so yes, missed out on some potential science. Okie dokie. Well, let's just back. the theory is that the aerodynamics of the capsule should keep it pretty well stable like that without having to have SAS on. And it's kind of handy to keep it off if you don't need to, because that way it doesn't use up electric charge. And on occasion that can be a really big deal. Okay, that's right. I can only have one crew report at a time. La 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 la. Ready. 1,000. 4,000. There we go. Now, I reckon that once I've splashed down, I still won't be able to do EVA, because it probably will say, no, we're still not on Kerbin's surface, which is, yeah, it's arguably fair enough. Oh well, we can do an EVA. Good. So I can do an EVA report, get back in and recover the vessel. Sweet. Gets me a bit more science. Allows me to unlock a few more bits and pieces. So there we go. Awesome. 49. That's a pretty good haul. Nice. So let's go engineering one. So that's a goodie because we get the aerials, another the thermometer, so more science, and the decoupler. Now survivability. Do we want to? I guess the trick is I could possibly make it to orbit now. Gives me more that, more science. It's the radiator's really not at all useful to me at this stage. But the service bay and the landing legs, yeah, no, that's actually, what else could I do? Yeah, I can't unlock advanced rocketry, which would kind of be good, but yeah, there we go, done. Now, it gives me, yeah, that's got a few good bits, oh, especially that. So yes, definitely going for that. So, okay, now I can actually upgrade, and that would be really good because okay, can do good things there. Need more for that. Okay. Okay. And now, as far as this goes, how are we going? What are we looking at? Setup cost. 5% reputational gains. I never really worked out what reputation does, eh? I say, never really worked out what reputation does. Okay, now I can do 7, so yeah, I'm gonna go decline contract, decline contract. Area VIP. Now, the problem with this is that I don't have any. No, I've only got one person capsules. Don't have any passenger spots, and yeah, right. Well, actually, the only one I got now to deal with is orbit. So let's go and have a look and see whether I can put together an orbital vehicle. So there we go. Okay. First of all, can I big shield? There we go. That's good. And okay, that's my ticket home to back to the ground. And okay. Need to work out how to deal with those on the stage. Deal with that later. If I were to chuck a couple of fleas, that is not going to be enough. What happens if I go... Still no visitors. Here in a moment. Goody. Right. Okay, that has more than enough to get me into orbit. What I might just do, just because... Let's chuck some science on. Putting the Kerbal engineering system on, that will give me the KER readouts, and that's particularly useful when trying to work out some of the orbits. It was more important back in the day before Kerbal added some of the orbital readouts. It's got it in the UI now, but it still has, KER still has a few handy little bits and pieces. Admittedly, they've also doubled up by Mech Gem, which is what I've also got, so yeah. Oh well. I forgot to save our last one too. Oh well. No biggie. Right, so because the two SOBs and the swivel launching and kick off the SOBs, then basically once we're on our way back we can kick off the main rocket and then open the chute and calmly settle back down to Kerbal. Right, I think now we've got 3,500. Kind of almost tempted to add just a little bit more margin there. Yeah. Not that I'm saying I'm a bad pilot, but I'm a bad pilot. Alright, SAS on, throttle up, and Okie dokie. So hitting apoapsis of 100k gets me well outside of Kerbin's orbit. Oh, sorry, atmosphere. Yep, let's just get a little closer to apoapsis so I can be the most efficient on that burn. Okay. Now, I think, yeah, no, I don't want to do any more there, just in case I can get some better results elsewhere. Actually, let's just check now that I'm above 100k. No, still. Report. No. Okie dokie. Speaking of which, if I turn on orbital surface, okay, maybe I could go and do a whole lot of set. Oh, hold on. Part 1, Part 2. That's the one that I was after. So yeah, I mean, the apparatus height, same as we get down there. Obviously, I'm kind of cheating in a way as I get the time to apoapsis as well. Just make some more space. Okay, we are over water. I'm just gonna start using the warp to get me closer to apoapsis. And actually, you know what? The other one that could be handy. Okay, so if I go, what's my burn time? That could mean the burn time. 11 seconds. The trick is, how close can I get to orbit without actually running out of fuel? Bingo. Very fine, no. Brilliant. Okie dokie. Yeah, I do. No, Still over water. Okay. Right. Okay. Right. Well, those are pretty much locked up. Now the trick is, if I wait until I'm in a new biome, which I am now, that should give me... Okay. I was going to say that should give me more science, but I'm still in space near Kerbal. Okay. Okie dokie. What do we want? Now the trick is, I've got very little delta V left, and it's easy enough for me to, I've got to get to aphoapsis to be able to hit that probably. So let's just warp until I am there. Alrighty, back up, so that's all good. Basically, when I hit 150, like, I'm kind of in a way gonna try and ignore that. Okie dokie. Now I just want to go into retrograde. Okay. Right, so there we go. I have used up all of that. I have made a good periaxis, so I will definitely come back down to Kerbal. So yeah, let's go. I'll just walk until we hit the atmosphere. Right, now, important thing is, oh shoot, turn on SAS, because while I said it's very stable when you're coming, the aerodynamics makes it relatively stable, it's only so relatively stable without aerodynamics. In fact, it's really quite difficult. Okay, still in Kerbin's upper atmosphere. The trick to these things is you got to watch for where it's starting to register as a different biome. The heat shield is starting to look pretty hot. Now I could warp at this stage, but doing physical warp can cause some odd results, and at this stage things are going nicely, so I'm going to stay with this. Okie dokie. Still flying high. I guess it's the, whoa. Okay, that I think indicates that we are in a terminal, or not terminal velocity, that's something different. We are not going to go around again. Might just do is lock these up here so that just in case. We'll continue to get plasma now until we're below 1,000 meters per second. So obviously we're slowing down quite a bit. That slowdown is going to increase as the atmosphere gets thicker as well. And yeah. The really important trick is to get below 1,000 meters while you've still got time to put your parachutes out, because otherwise you're going to smash into the ground. And that is not a survival option. So yeah, I guess while we're waiting to land after our very first orbit, I'd just like to say, obviously, I don't know whether anyone's watching at the moment, but please feel free to drop a line or a comment in the chat, and I've got that, I'm sort of keeping an eye on that. And if you're watching this live stream after the fact, please feel free to drop a like and a subscribe to my channel, and drop a comment in the video, and I'll definitely make sure to reply to all the comments that I get. So yeah, thanks very much. And right, we can now see we're below 1,000 meters per second, so we have stopped the plasma effects. Still too high and fast to launch or to pop the parachute yet, but we're probably at a good, no, not really. Maybe I'm mistaken. Okay, what's the crew report say? That gives me a reasonable amount. You know what? I think the only difference is going to be when I land, and so in that case I am simply going to take the 1.6 sides at the moment, better than nothing. And what you might have just noticed here was I flicked the altimeter to above the land setting, because obviously otherwise it can be a bit tricky if you're in especially highlands or in the mountains. Yeah. Oh, shoot. Right. I'm I'm kind of gonna cheat, sorry, and go revert to launch. I shouldn't have been too focused on talking. Oh well, let's do this again. Actually, while we're here, yeah, it's all right. I'll do that one. I might leave those till later. Okie dokie. SAS on, throttle up. Yep, our staging order is all good. And go. Okay. Can we retrieve this? Maybe not, probably not. I think that is probably going to be a bit of a scrub mission, but assuming we can make it to space and back safely, I'll still continue through. Might just leave the crew report until we can actually make it to space. Right, we're going to get up to, yeah, we're not going to be making orbit now. Alrighty, we are in space. No. Yeah, I think I made too aggressive turn. Yeah, right. What's Mystery Goo looking like now? 2.3? Okie dokie. Crew report. Yeah, no, still nothing. If we get to in space high. Temperature and pressure. Those are still goodies to grab. So yeah, I'm kind of going to, one of my approaches to this series of KSP is I'm going to try and keep to, try not to do the reverts and that. I'll probably still make some use of quick saves and so forth. But it's a case of if something goes wrong, I'd kind of like to keep it going wrong. I'm bending my rule already with that last one, partly because I kind of got distracted in my commentary. So, hey, you know, what are rules for but to be broken? Okay, let's just get back down to the atmosphere. There we go. If I hit that. The advantage, yeah, the other advantage too of relying on the aerodynamic forces to keep the capsule oriented at this stage is I don't have in the SAS, because Jeb's still an inexperienced pilot. I don't have the ability to auto track onto the retrograde or prograde or whatever. So this way it keeps it oriented to heat shield first effectively. Now, that's good to do. Oh, yeah, okay, I'll take that. 9,000. Now I'm going to pop the chute at 4,000 this time, I think. The reason I don't pop it too early is it just takes longer for the splashdown, and you know, might as well keep things quickly. Okay, here we go. Okay, well, we didn't make orbit that time, but we got a bit of science, so that's all good. Now it's 60 science, so probably seeing what else we can get out of the science centre. Go have a look here first. Test. Yeah, don't really want the tests. Just gonna go and decline. Decline. Okay. Actually, because I can. Okay, so I'm now going to pretty much all of the just fairing VIPs. Now, The advantage of these ones, I don't mind these ones because they're kind of relatively easy to do and they come up with some good results. So I'm just going to take on accept couple of suborbital ones, and what I want to do is see where do I get the which one gives me the passenger. Or actually, there we go. That's what I'm after. What else do I get? Fuse truck connectors. That's going to be handy, especially as I make bigger and better rockets. Oh yeah, and stability enhancer. That's useful. Decouplers as well, and an engine plate. Yep, that's all good. Obviously, that's pretty much it for those there. 158. Right, I might just fresh slate. Go down here. Right, well, I'm not sure whether that's just foolish or what. Actually, you know what? What I could do is go I'm just thinking, I'm keen to just smash out that test the heat shield. Might actually be an idea just to do that one and just get it out the way. So we can simply go here, and okay, that's going to cost me $7.85. Just to know. Actually, what I might do, just chuck some of this stuff on. nice and easy, do the testing and maybe get some science at the launch pad. Test. Brilliant. Tick that one. Observe. Yeah. Above all, but you know, every little bit counts. Report. EVA report. Okay. And recover the vessel. I forgot to check how much that cost in the end, all up. Probably between 700 to 800. Well, effectively got full value for everything. Okay. Ferry. Okay, I've got 2 suborbital missions. So I don't really need to push it too much. That is going to be my return vehicle. Right, let's check. Right, what engines do I have? Don't have the poodle yet, so that's right. 1800. So that's going to get me slightly less unstable is always a good thing. Don't need anything radical, but slightly less unstable is a good thing. Okay. Rocket 04. Let's just load up our 2 tourists. Okay. And let's do it. Because science is really biggie for me at the moment, but funds are also pretty important, especially if I want to upgrade anything. So SAS on, throttle up, and launch. Now, I just want to carefully nudge my nose over a little bit so that basically the parabola that I'm be tracing means that the bit that I'm ejecting goes goes and splashes down in the ocean, as opposed to on the launch pad, which is going to cost me money to repair. Okay, let's see how we go. 20,000. Well, hopefully I will make this double orbital. Yeah, I think so. I think we're going to do it. Yes, we've done it. 70,000. So it's all good. Let's just go have a look at our path. Yes, that's good. Okay. So I'll wait until we are out of the atmosphere, and then I will move to radial, jettison the rocket, and get ready to come back down. Okay, there we go. So let's bring it over radial like this. If I go up there, and go, okay, okay. This is where things get a little, take a more active hold. Yeah, the aerodynamic stability of this is not always great. And I think I'll put the chutes at 5,000 just to help. Interesting. Okay. I thought we were going to be splashing down, but maybe Kerbal had rotated faster than I had expected. Or maybe I was just looking at totally the wrong thing. Okie dokie. So, yep, suborbital, suborbital. As soon as they hit the ground, I will get the other green ticks. So I'll just zoom ahead here. Obviously, a trick here is not to keep the warp on all the way down to the ground, because that can occasionally cause problems. But just out of interest, yep, I'll do that. There we go. Let's do an EVA. EVA report. Yep. Board. Return. just going to check streaming. So, okay. Yeah. Hopefully the stream is still coming along all right. I've just got a warning popping up saying encoding is overloaded. And I note my GPU is maxing out at about 99%, so yeah, groovy. Right, now, does this give me... No, not yet.
Oh,
Very, yeah, no. Okay. That's my buttons. Yeah, I'm just gonna jump on with that orbital goal. And basically once I make orbit, I might call the stream a day. And yeah. Okay. So actually, if I go back to, was it that one? This guy. This was the one that I could have made orbit on. Now, this bad boy is on. Okay, I think just how much did those? Yeah, the science pieces are pretty expensive, and I think I've maxed out as much as I can do, so I'm not relatively cheap. But you know what? I'm just not going to test my luck. Now, I could actually chuck a passenger compartment in here, and that can basically give me the option to upskill a couple more crew. But also on the other hand, it's kind of like I can always do that later too. I just want to basically make it to orbit. This one I know has the capacity to do it. I've just got to fly it better. That's the challenge. SAS on, throttle up. Okay, here we go. dokie. I've got a nice high apoapsis. Not the best orientation. And I'm missing my Kerbal, my cheaty Kerbal engineering redux readouts, so I will just kind of have to play this a little by ear. To make sure I've got at least enough fuel to make it back down to Kerbal. Now, I've got a horrible feeling I'm not actually going to make orbit this time. Okay. Yeah. No. Okay. Oh well. Right. Well, let's just make it back down. Going to land in the water or on the land? I'm pretty sure I'm going to hit the water. That sounds like the booster blowing up the atmosphere. Good. Oh well, at least I'll sort of be able to sort of jump out of the capsule and go get some McDonald's by if I end up landing in the city. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna display. No, I'm gonna hit the inner suburbs. Oh well, hey, managed to survive this one, that's a win. Get a little bit more science, EVA. Grab an EVA report, board, recover, and we're done. Oh well, if anyone has tuned in, though I don't think anyone has, but yeah, if anyone's watching this after the fact and got to this stage, thanks for joining me in this KSP adventure. Next time, I think the very first thing we'll aim to be doing is hitting that orbital goal. So yeah, again, thank you very much, and I will see you later.